What's up, guys? The Snowman back with another soccer football informational video. Today's topic is the English Football League Championship. So we're going to go over all the basics. What exactly is the EFL Championship? What's the schedule like? How about the format? How does it relate to the English Premier League? All those questions will be answered. Everything you need to know about the EFL Championship. So a basic description of the EFL Championship, also known as just the Championship or the Sky Bet Championship for sponsorship reasons. It's a professional club football league with primarily teams from England who compete against one another annually, and technically the EFL Championship has only been around since 2004. For most of the 20th century, it was known as the Football League Second Division, but what hasn't changed is the fact that the EFL Championship is the second highest level overall in the English Football League system, just below the Premier League, and even though it's not the top league in England, it's still the wealthiest non-top flight division in the whole world, and a top 10 league total in terms of revenue and average match attendance. We'll get to the English pyramid in a sec, but one key difference between the Championship and the Premier League is the number of teams. The EFL Championship is contested by 24 clubs as opposed to the 20-team setup that most of the big leagues in Europe have. I mentioned most of the clubs here are based in England. However, there are some Welsh teams in the English Football League system as well, clubs like Swansea City and Cardiff City. And speaking of the English Football League system, this is how it's structured and organized. There's 10 main levels to the English pyramid, and if you follow the sport or watched my Premier League Explained video, you know that the Premier League is at the top. That's the big boys, the top 20 clubs every year. Right below that is the league we're focusing on today, the EFL Championship, which is the second rung in the ladder. League 1 and League 2 below that, and then several smaller divisions. You have the non-league levels from 5 to 10, thousands of clubs in all, but this is how the English Football League system is organized, and one of the coolest things about it is that each year a certain number of teams move up and down from each level due to their system of promotion and relegation. Depending on where teams finish in the table or the standings of each league, they can actually move up or down to different leagues. And this is just a table of the top 7 levels we were just looking at, but you can see in the Premier League row that the bottom 3 teams there get relegated each season. Likewise, in the EFL Championship, 3 teams move up and 3 clubs move down, and this principle continues all the way down the ranks, teams constantly shifting up and down. That's why the composition of teams in a league like the EFL Championship is never the same from year to year. It's always a different 24 clubs from season to season because of promotion and relegation. So let's dive into the format of the EFL Championship, a very similar format to the Premier League. The schedule runs from August to the following May, with most matches played over the weekend. However, they do have more fixtures than the Premier League, so the Championship plays more matches during the week as well. Throughout the season, each of the 24 clubs play the other 23 teams twice, once at home and once on the road, for a total of 46 matches, and clubs are awarded 3 points for a win, 1 point if it's a draw after 90 minutes, and 0 points for a loss. At the end of the 46 games, all the points are tallied up, and whoever has the most points is the champion for that season. And here's where it gets interesting. This is an example of the table from the 2021 season. You can see Norwich City and Watford were the top 2 teams, so they were automatically promoted to the Premier League the following year. How it works then is that the teams that finish in spots 3 through 6 have a mini playoff tournament to determine who the third promoted club will be. The 3 and the 6 seed are matched up in one semifinal, and the 4 and 5 clubs are paired in the other. They play 2-leg semifinal ties, so each club gets 1 game at home, and the winner on aggregate advances to the playoff final. From there, the final is a single game at a neutral location, typically Wembley Stadium in London, and the playoff final is commonly referred to as the most valuable single football match in the world because of the revenue increase that comes with playing in the Premier League for an entire year. Brentford prevailed 2-0 that day to become the 3rd promoted club. And a quick look back at our table, there isn't a playoff bracket for the relegation process. That's simply whoever the 3 teams are with the least amount of points after the 46 games. Those are the 3 clubs relegated to the EFL League 1. In this particular case, it was Wycombe, Rotherham, and Sheffield Wednesday. So because of the promotion and relegation spots, there's more to play for than just the number 1 spot in the table. And also a couple other cup competitions that teams from the EFL Championship compete in every season. We have the FA Cup, which is an annual knockout tournament open to any eligible club from level 1 to level 10 of the English Football League system. So basically that entire pyramid we were looking at before, a massive event. If a club wins the FA Cup, they automatically qualify for the following season's UEFA Europa League, which is a European continental competition. We also have the EFL Cup, or the Carabao Cup, which is another annual knockout tournament. This one, though, only open to the top 4 levels of the English pyramid, so a bit smaller, not quite as prestigious or as much prize money as the FA Cup, but the winner of the EFL Cup does qualify for the following season's UEFA Europa Conference League. So again, plenty to play for throughout the year for these clubs in the EFL Championship. Thanks a lot for watching my EFL Championship Explained video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. Let me know if there's any other leagues you'd like to see me explain. Subscribe to the Snowman Sports Media for more soccer and football content, and I'll see you soon. Thanks a lot. Cheers.